In today's video, I take you on a tour of the Ivory SMP server, a server that I started up over a year ago. Make sure you stick around to the end as you'll have context for everything that's going to happen if I continue doing this series. Make sure you like and subscribe down below, and if there's something that caught your eye or you just want to leave me a comment, make sure you do that too. Without any further ado, here's the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mr. Ivory Studios YouTube channel. Today I just thought I'd do a bit of a server tour of the server here. This server you can join, you'll have to ask me about it, but I'm fine if anyone wants to join this. We do have a survival and an anarchy world. Used to have a creative world, but it was causing some performance problems, so had to close it down. But let's jump ahead into the survival server here. Normally you spawn up here, ignore that anvil here, and we got the spawn right out the front here. So I've played on this server on streams before. I've done some stuff kind of with that before. My inventory is a mess. I was doing some building last night, alright, so cut me some slack. Yeah, this spawn is mostly stuff done by me, so kind of what happened is this world was started, I have no clue how long ago, quite a while ago. Had quite a few friends join. They kind of ran off in all the directions, kind of thousands of blocks away. And I'm like, you know what? I want to stay here. I want to start up the shopping district and stuff. So I got some houses built and things like that. Don't mind the squid head up there. But yeah, so I kind of got some builds started off here. I've kind of got some stuff laid out over this direction. There's going to be a couple more buildings here, one over there. As for that, I don't really know where to go from here, to be honest. These aren't really houses. Sorry, these aren't really stores, but they're more houses, I suppose. I'm going to start doing a dock down here, which you can see me kind of planning here. We've got like the big stone one, and then down here is going to be like wood, and we'll have ships in between them. There's another one starting there, I do believe. Yeah, so this server is, it's got a few plugins on it. It's got a few data packs, so you don't need to download anything to join it. You can actually join this, so this is a Java server, but you can actually join this from Bedrock, because we have a plugin that handles that kind of connection. So if you're on a Bedrock server and you want to play with your friend who's on Minecraft Java edition, then you just go ahead and ask. I'm sure we can sort that out for you. Yeah, so this is kind of my area, I suppose. It's a mess, man. We've got a map of the spawn island here, so it is actually an island. It's separated by a river. I haven't completed this map that goes all the way down, but it is a spawn island. That's now a bridge there, which we can go see in a second. Over here, I think that's where Caden lives. So I've kind of connected these, so Caden's kind of like the head mod that I have on Twitch. Things like that. One of my good friends. I think somewhere over here there's like there's a chunk that we mined out just for fun, because why not? Yeah, so that's spawn. That's my little wheat patch out there. Here's kind of my area, my main area. These trees are now gone, but this map's kind of a little bit old, so it's fine. We have the wheat island here. This is kind of like for starting things. All of this area is claimed, so we got a claim plugin. So all of this area is claimed by me, of course, just to kind of protect it and things like that. But of course, it allows you to divvy it up for other people. So if you ever ended up joining or something like that, and you wanted to build, like a nice little hut just over there or something, I'm sure we can do that. There is going to be like a government building type thing here. I actually have the entire thing built out in the creative world. The only problem was I never got around to transferring it here. So it's a nice kind of beige and brick building, and it looks pretty good, to be honest, but I just haven't gotten around to getting the materials for that, getting the schematic and transferring it over. But yeah, I have plans for this area. I've kind of started off like a city center type thing here. This is what I was doing last night. That's where all the flowers and crap in my inventory came from. We got the haste beacon coming out the middle of this old stump here. There used to be a really big tree. If you haven't noticed, we do have a custom world generation plugin in, or at least we did. Now it's just amplified 1.17. This was created before 1.17, so you won't find any deep slate or anything near spawn or any of the preloaded chunks, I suppose. Yeah, so that's about it really for the spawn area. There's, like I said, there's a There's a bridge over here that I just built last night. This is kind of what inspired me to do a bit of a server tour, I suppose. I find it hard to like sit down and play in one session, I suppose. Get distracted really easily. It's kind of sucks. This used to be one of my other friend's bases here. I think he moved in with his friend in a swamp a few thousand blocks away. But yeah, so that government building's gonna go there. There's gonna be like hopefully a path. And when I came here, I'm like, damn, that really looks like a Hobbit bar type thing. So we're going to convert his old base into a bar in here, and we're going to put some seating and stuff outside the front here. But yeah, that's about it for kind of everything within spawn area. I'm going to head over to Caden's base. I don't think there's really much to show off, but we'll go there anyways. Yeah, so just over the way is Caden's base here. I'm actually going to connect the whole thing with path blocks, which are going to come from that direction. I'm thinking about upping the server render distance, actually, but besides the point, it's a nice, quaint little place, of course. Again, he's got this entire area claimed, so it's not like you're going to be able to just grief anything. He's got a frog statue. That's mostly why I came here. Frog statue looks cool, man. But yeah, so everything's kind of connected via the nether, so I'm just going to go back to kind of the main portal in the spawn area here and travel through it. One thing I did forget to show you while I was at spawn here is kind of the villager area. So I've got a couple of villagers. I've been a little bit busy. We have all the enchants and stuff, and I went mining for netherite recently too, so that's pretty cool. Actually, no, I'm thinking about the other server. I've had this netherite suit for ages. Oh yeah, so one of the data packs, we have a thing where you can combine your chest plate and elytra wings, and that's kind of what happened there. That's why it says plus supreme on it. But yeah, and there's a couple melon stuff here. This is always full. I never actually bothered to do anything with it, but you could call me the bookman, I suppose, if you ever join. So yeah, so the main portal kind of thing is like right here in this cave. This is the most central portal, I like to think of it as. But yeah, we've just got like a bit of a basic, the kind of overworld type thing in the nether. This thing here was me starting to make a piglin farm. I wanted a lot of the resources from that, and I never got around to finishing it. That's a common theme kind of in the server, is me starting something and not finishing it. But I think you can actually hear them down here. Yeah, see? So they're down here. Oh no, did one of them die? It doesn't matter. Can always get another one. I had to travel them from like ages away. But yeah, so we're above the nether roof here. That's bedrock. I have kind of some texture pack stuff on, kind of labeled where things are. So over that way, where those go is the mob farm. Not much interesting over there. We have Korha's base all the way at the end there, and we also have the end portal, which we can go check out soon. I'm gonna fly over to the mob farm anyways, just to kind of show you. This is where we got a lot of like the bone meal and stuff that we use. Yeah, so this is just kind of the Il Mango design. This is the one I always use. It's just easy to make. It just requires like trapdoors and redstone blocks, and I think the hardest part is sticky pistons. I recently had to redo it on a different server, and that took me a few hours to get. Also, I did a little bit of off-camera mining. So yeah, this entire desert was mined for sand. I used the TNT method, but I think over here somewhere I've used kind of shovel stuff. Yeah, yeah, this area is a mess of farms and things like that. Oh, also dirt. So I don't really care about this area too much. Most of the stuff that we're actually checking out besides Caden's base is actually things that I've put a lot of effort into. I mean, that if I press tab and you look up the top there, that's hours. So 260 something hours. Honestly, I don't feel like I have enough to show off for that amount of hours. I feel like there's been a lot of wasted time by me personally. Because, you know, I've spent time just running around doing nothing for a lot of that time as well. I think out this way... Yeah, I think out this way is the pigman farm. Ah, yeah, there it is, the pigman farm. This was recently built too, by me again. I'm not quite sure. I think we use this for XP. We do have an enderman thing kind of in the end as well. But I think these deliver more XP from memory. As it turns out, wait, hold on a second. There's supposed to be pigmen in those boats. I swear, I place pigmen on the corners and they always disappear. I don't know what's up with that. the storage system down below it was designed by me. I don't think it's the most efficient thing, but I think designing your own redstone things based off of the knowledge you have is kind of a good thing to do, I suppose. Yeah, so here we are at the end portal room. This used to be, so there's like a different, so behind this wall here, I think there's a different generated type thing from the custom world gen plugin. And I just kind of smoothed it out and made kind of my own thing here. It's not complete, so what I'm planning to do... Yeah, there we go. Dragon behind the glass on this wall. So I'm thinking of recreating like an end fight, putting some end stone in here, making the rest out of black concrete and putting like a big dragon. My only problem is I don't know how to build a dragon, so... Yeah, everything is actually reachable within the overworld so far. Everything that I've showed you. That was weird. Did you see that? Oh, it's gone. Oh, don't look too carefully at the void. It disappears. Just trying to think about what else is interesting. I mean, that's the Enderman farm. We've had that kind of since like the first week, I suppose, because, you know, they're just really good for XP. The only other thing I can think of that would be interesting to look at is probably either my second base that I started working on, or I suppose the underwater pyramid thing. I sat here for so long trying to think of its name. I can't think of its name. The one with guardians, that one. Yeah, so just over the way here, we've got a few farms. I think that's a moss farm down there. Cactus farm. Not interesting, though. So I decided to, like, make over a ravine. And I was going to make this my main base, because I felt that, like, kind of being in the middle of spawn's not very good. So I kind of converted the bottom of this ravine. We've got, I think that was going to start being at, like, a pathway area up there. I couldn't settle on a design, so I just kind of left it as is. This area was all mined out with TNT, so it kind of looks a little bit jagged, and I quite like that look. But I am taking heavy inspiration from Etho's lab. He has the man cave, you know, man cave. But yeah, so this is a slime farm. I think this is a 2-chunk slime farm. On a different server, I found a 3-chunk one, so that's pretty cool. What I wanted to do is start putting like automatic storage systems, which you can see kind of with this here, except these are mass storage silos. We get enough iron to justify having a mass storage for it. My friend has a pretty good iron farm just over the way. Yeah, so we've got kind of just nice room here. I want to put leaves and stuff in this area. And then here's where my storage portal stuff was going to start doing. Now, if you travel all the way back to, I think that's like the first stream that I ever did on Twitch, you'll see me starting to construct this area with like a mod pack and running it really badly. I think it's pretty funny to go back and watch that, because it's like, look at how far I've come. To be fair, invested a lot of money in the PC that I have now, but yeah, so this is the kind of idea. And then I realized I got to like here and I'm like, oh my goodness, there are heaps of items, so I need to go through and redecide what to put here. It's not the most interesting base, but I just kind of like, unless I'm with friends who are really also into Minecraft, I find it hard to keep kind of motivated and stuff. Do I have a bed here? I don't know that I do. Yeah, we've also got mob heads, so baby slime. I think that's pretty cool. From vanilla tweaks if you're ever looking for them. So this is the second layer. We just got, like, I think this is the only one of these enchantment tables that I've made. Most of my enchantments have come from villagers, just because I think they're, you know, far superior. But I don't know. If you got this far, let me know which design you like more. Do you think this kind of design looks good, or this kind of design? Either with this here, kind of like a bit of a thing, or like this. I'm not sure which one I liked better, and honestly, I don't think this really blends well with the wood, but yeah, I wanted to make this kind of like, I think the bedroom area up here, so the living quarters, I suppose. But I never got around to finishing that, so let me know which design you like better, 1 or 2. Leave me a comment down below. So as it turns out, I actually can't find the monument. Yes, I finally remembered the name of what it is. So I flew around in the nether for a while. It was a shame because it looked pretty good. If I can find the picture that I posted to my Instagram like ages ago before I even started streaming, you'll see what I was doing. I was just kind of emptying the whole thing out, and because of the custom world generator thing, it looked really cool. And I think what I was going to do is I was going to empty the whole thing out and then customize it to make it look pretty good, but it was a huge area, man. Like, there was so much space to like empty out. and things like that. Of course, on the server, there are a bunch of other bases, so I think Damien has a base that's I don't know, somewhere. Maybe that direction. No, I think it's that direction. We traveled quite a far distance, like on the first day the server was up, so I'm not going to travel there, but, and then we've also got a couple of Bedrock players. They've got a few bases. They all look pretty cool. I want to travel out to Damien's one day, because he's, I reckon he's a much better builder than me, even if he doesn't admit it, but yeah, so it looks pretty good. As for plans, for me personally, well, I've got a few farms to make. I want to turn this entire, like, spawn area into a city type thing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I suppose. If you want to see more of the series, please do like and sub down below. Let me know that you want to see more of it, and that you're interested in the progress that we're going to make on this world here. So yeah, that's about it from me, really. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. See ya.